So where do we die? You're fine. You're fine. Need you. Need you. Right. So how late can I leave this? Oh, I can leave it really late. You should blow all of that up. Happy with that. Then where are we? Maybe you? Well, you got one shot. That was terrible. Right. Tank. Tank. Come on. You worked. Artifact. Not sure if your artifact's right. Come on, do your Requiem. Here it is. Right. Everyone dead. All the mobs dead. And we lost one tank. Right. Next. I haven't even put a healer up, have I? What a knob. There. There. So you do tank a couple of hits. Not ideally, but you're a step in the right direction, right? So this is stage 21 on the ground units. If you want to see you want to see 19 and 20, just give us a shout and we can go back and have a quick look at those. Or if you're interested in the artifacts that have dropped, just give us a shout and we can go from there. Come on then, big hit. How far out can we go? Adjacent would be there, wouldn't it? Do a test after this. Right, the question is, do you die Volker from the explosion? Yes, you do. Right. Happy days. Don't put Volker there. So who do I want? Tank, tank, healer. Yeah. Then next tank. Next tank. That should work there. And if you've got your ultimate up, then we can trigger that before the explosion. I think you're going to be good on that rung there. I think. Let's see if you die there. Thinking not. Yep, you're free from all the explosions. Oh, I need a proper tank. Zilla to go. Wow. You do take a lot of damage though, don't you? That's going to be the next issue there. Yeah, it is. I really like him. If you get him, then you're absolutely laughing for that faction trial. He's absolutely awesome for it. So if you get him on that banner and you haven't done that bit, I mean, he's absolutely fantastic. So he can't take a hit. I've tried it before. I tried it beforehand and I cannot. I don't have enough DPS going out. So this is on stage 20. No, 21. Yeah, stage 21. So if you do stage 19, there's a couple of differences. So the boss on stage 19, tell me if I'm telling you how to suck eggs, and I'll wind me neck him. This is the boss on stage 19, and it's easy enough to DPS them down. Their damage is a lot less, and the amount of health they've got is a lot less. However, when we get onto stage 20, there are a lot more, and I don't have the DPS to cover it. So what I'm planning on is putting up enough tanks to block them and letting him, because he has a new ability called Unholy Requiem, detonates all summoned cursed lackeys, dealing massive damage to all adjacent units. So my plan is to actually let him blow them up and I just tank it. What do we think? Viable or not? If anyone hasn't seen and they're watching, just may as well just go out and quickly do this while we're not in a run. So these are the new ones. So the Titan Forge here, there's a 2% chance on exclusives. 28% chance for mythics, and you still get your 70% chance for legendaries, but that's down from 80% chance not to get a mythic. So your mythic chance has gone up by 8%, and you've actually got an exclusive chance on there as well. Oh, and also because you are doing ground units, then you've got, what's that? 6, 12, 18, 24, 25 mythic, or sorry, exclusives. 6, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 mythics to get. So your chances on getting things like your Wailing Skull are greater because there's less options for you to get them. And then again, that's the same with the airborne units as well. So you've got your 6, 12, 18, 24, 25, 26, 27. There's slightly more on the platform base. You've got the 27 there, and 6, 12, 15 mythics. So your chances on getting them are better. Yeah, 19 is easier to do. Much easier. The team I used on 19 aren't close on this at all. So on 19 I generally put fighters down and you can smash through them, but on this stage I'm not even getting close. Well, I say I'm not getting close. I'm probably getting 2/3, maybe 3/4 of the damage done. And then he does that Requiem and blows everything up. So I thought, well, maybe can I just tank through it instead? Would be my plan. The reason for Brognir and Baron is the fact that they don't die. The freeze and the unyielding come in really handy, and the other two tanks there are solely just to soak up the amount coming through. Do I need that many tanks? Do I need them? I suppose that's the question, isn't it? We've got 5 each side, haven't we? So I need Brognir. I don't need Olag then, do I? Although we have got 2 come past. Right. Let's restart this. I'm not sure if Baron can tank block 5. Not sure if Brognir can actually. Because then with Valk, it's just a matter of turning around fast enough. Gives a lot of gives more options for this left-hand lane here. I'd do the range AoE fighters after this. So I used Uridin in the first lot, and he was absolutely great at clearing them out. Fantastic. Him and Valk went up behind some relatively tanky healers. So this is his hit here, and he gets rid of all of these for me. They're all dead, which is, relatively speaking, good news. So I'll jump back to stage 19. We'll have a quick run through stage 19, and I'll show you the general format for that. Because I've already got a team doing it there, and we can have a look at that on auto. So that's no great shakes. So this is stage 19, and we'll do a quick one auto fight. Not in the background, right? We're happy with that. Oh, I'm not doing this without a cup of tea. So on 19, very much more of a tanky fighter. Yeah, I do have a Ferris, but yeah, for 19 you don't really need. The healing is quite minimalistic, to be honest. So I'll just press pause quickly. So I've got 2 tanky fighters at the front and then the AoE coming in after it. And as long as you've got, bear in mind he releases 10 enemies, that's 5 on each line. As long as your one of your fighters in each lane has the artifact to block another one, then that gives you enough to actually block everything coming down, I think. So that's pretty much covered there. Now, on the left-hand lane, I put Volker down. She's tanky enough to tank anyone coming round on the left-hand lane. So that's about all you have to really worry about on this. I mean, I'll do a proper guide up later. You can see we can take out the mob up here with Zilitude. Volker's there quite tanky enough, and their AoE blast away. The only other place to watch out for is up at the top right of the screen now. We've put Wrath down. Now he's there because we have 2 ads come round, and those ads that come down, they're the ones that the boss eats. And once he eats them, he gets a bit of health back, and also that gives him his damage increase buff as well. So you want to block those off straight away. You always want one person taking out those 2 ads up at the top there. So the boss, you see when he drops these, all these minions, his health drops quite drastically. So as long as you stop those 2 at the top right there, 3 lots of 2 that you've got to wade off, and then the boss will start coming down, and he's only on 16% health. But if you haven't stopped them coming round, his health is rocketed quite a lot, and then he's got the extra attack as well, which makes him a lot trickier. For the sake of just putting a tanky fighter up there, you're pretty good to go. And that's it. It's a nice straight run through, and that's stage 19 done. Stage 19 you can do with fighters quite easily. Stage 21, which is the next one, is I find significantly harder. Haven't even looked at 22 yet. Haven't even got there. I just do stage 20 so you can have a look through that on auto as well. Sorry, excuse me. If you've got Ingrid, you're absolutely laughing here. She'd be fantastic. Again, this is much more of a kill the mobs before they get down and swarm past you. I've just gone heavy on DPS. I've seen a lot of people use freeze and that sort of thing. So Boris or Mary, that sort of thing coming in clutch for them. On the left hand side this time, I've gone with Orim. Found a place for him to live, and then I've gone Twin Feed just to help me with a Nightmare faction. Yeah, Dahlia's coming in. I mean, Dahlia, she's got this nice long range, so she can start attacking them relatively early on. Put in with a hollow to make up that cultist faction there, and any sort of cultist lord you've got. I've got Denny, so I've used her as the lord, but I think any cultist lord will help you out just to give you that extra boost on stats. But Ingrid would be absolutely awesome. I just go careful on where you place your healer, just to make sure you cover everywhere, really. And then it's the same thing again. You've got to watch that top right hand side for those mobs coming round again. That's about it. So I just put Nox down there. Nox goes in and takes him out for me. I almost forget to put him down. We get him in just in the nick of time. He takes a bit of damage. The boss does AoE damage, so Nox does take an amount of damage, but it's not enough to effectively worry about, to be honest. He doesn't die, but I think with you've got your spare 2 slots in there, I would take a single target mage just in case, like an additional one. And then the boss comes down, you can pretty much get rid of additional things like Nox now if you wanted to, and you can put someone else down there. It would be much easier. But I'll take off the power dominance later. I'll put my teeth in, and then we'll have a play around with it. See if there's any other champions that can go in there. But I quite like the platform one because, like you said, Dahlia is absolutely brilliant there. But also, so is Honora, who was sort of a free champion not so long ago as well. So if you've picked up those two, I think you're in a good position to clear off 20. Now the issue does become, I said, stage 21. So if I try you, yeah, I had you last time, and you. Trying to think of the champions I used last time. So if I start this time with fighters coming in, then the damage they're taking isn't mitigated enough this time round if I use the same format. So last time, you're there, Abomination there, and then we put Valk up as well. Now this time coming round, that swarm, I mean, you've got to judge your own account, but mine is not strong enough to cope with the amount coming down and the DPS going for it. So there's a swarm coming in, and you've got to kill them off before this Unholy Requiem, which is the new ability this boss has got. So I don't think I get enough of them killed before it comes round. Here's the Unholy Requiem being cast now, so these are now all going to blow up on me, and the fighters just can't take it. There's his cast, and that just pretty much wipes me out. So I either have to come up with a solution where I can do more DPS, so you can judge your own account. If you think you've got the DPS to cover that off, absolutely go for it, but I don't have the DPS to cover that off. So this is my plan of where I'm going to go. Well, I'm going to put loads of tanks down and see if I can just tank up that damage and not worry about it too much and let him kill them. That's the rough plan. Yeah, you may be right. Yeah. So that's the issue I have on the first part of 21. So tank. They've gone a lot of fighters, so maybe they've got enough DPS, but I don't think. Yeah, look at the fighters you've got. Yeah, you might have enough DPS. I very much haven't. You can have a look. We'll give it a try. I haven't seen anyone else down here using him at the moment. Safe from death. 1, 2. You've gone 3 tanks. That would make some sort of sense. 1. See. The top team had ferry in as well, did they? Bessie in. The lack of DPS here is going to be massive for me, isn't it? Just going to have a check when his ability kicks in, to be honest, and what gear he's got on. Okay, so that's the ability there. The inspiration I'm not too worried about. Yeah, the problem with his ultimate, I'm going to find, is getting him down in time for him to build up to have his ultimate for when they come down. Right, so let's have a look at whose ultimate is slowest then. Right, so he starts at 50, fine. Yours is quite slow. Your live. Will I get enough coins for the tank? Just see if we get enough DPS done. Just about make it. But the DPS I'm doing is not enough. Here it comes. Yeah, we've got the boom. Just sort of experimenting out now on the tanks, because this is the other strategy I was running, was just literally tanking the big hit and it let him do all the DPS. So he does a bulk of damage to himself, which is fine. Wonder if she'd live. You will. I would imagine you'd live. But that plan does rely on me having a Trusk. I would use him, particularly if you've got his exclusive artifact. His exclusive artifact blocks another one, doesn't it, for you? So this is the other, for want of a better description, plan on how to get through this phase here. Now it's adjacent, so theoretically you can place mobs over here to start building up ultimates to take on this area here in the sort of the top left without too much of an issue. They put you, yeah, you're still in healing range. So hopefully when this comes across, we'll see who dies. But the two on the left should be okay. Morning. Sorry. The only problem is managing to tank him. That would be the only issue, because otherwise I can put up another tank and just wait for him to blow them up again. And he's happily killing himself off. I can get someone up there. Just going to run out of mobs coming through on the left hand side. So that bottom lane there where he pushes the mobs down with tanks works out absolutely fine. You're right, we can have a look at it. We're going to have a look then. But my... yeah, unnamed faction, okay. So that's not going to happen. Valk, yes. Possibly inspiration from Constance as well. Valk. Look at the DPS there. 72 million. No Lord bonus. $62 million. Unnamed. 55.50. There you go. That's what I mean. These are champions that I haven't got, even if I put. I mean, I can run it again if you like, with Uridin in there, and we will stick in a Lord bonus for him. So Lord bonus, inspiration, and is Uridin going to clear it? I don't think so. I don't think he's going to clear his lane. Whether we went up and put another Lord bonus in and you want to try a Valk in there, we can do that absolutely. But this seems to be a lot of a workaround for where you can just put 4 tanks down, and 4 tanks do work. So you back round to Unholy Requiem, and some of these are what? 75% full? And yet he's killed them all, and the DPS is gone. I mean, your accounts may be somewhat different, and you may have those champions and those heroes to do it with, but I definitely don't. You down as fast as possible. So I just don't see if I haven't got the DPS, I think I'm trying to push something here that really doesn't work. Whereas going with 4 tanks absolutely works. There you go, gone again. Yeah, there's a 2% chance to get exclusives. Yeah, we had a look back earlier. So there's no epics when you make these. You can get legendaries, and yeah, mythic is 28% chance. There's an increase of 8% there, and then there's a 2% chance of exclusive. So there is a chance to get them. Yeah. So there's only Trusk that gets the extra block, I think, then, isn't it? So that takes his block up to 4. Aaron, chuck some gear on you. But you don't really need gear, so block 3, artifact. Block 4. Oh, I don't know. No, he's a block 3 as well, which is a shame. If you can block 4 and put the artifact on, then you block 5, and then you only need that 1 tank for that lane. But I think Trusk has got an ability to block up to 4, isn't he? Now, I think his exclusive gives him another one. Is it? Think. Don't need you. Might keep you. Might keep you. Don't need you. Suppose it's a matter of wheeling down which tanks can live past the boss. Ah, bugger, right. I'll check his ultimate in a minute. Cheers for that. See if we can time his ultimate. Would you survive? You definitely will survive. Not sure if you will. So this is my other plan. If you don't have the DPS like me, then using this boss's ability. Alvin, yeah, his ultimate, extra 2 block. Okay. So this is the other essential plan that we're coming up with. The other thing is you don't want them to die. That would save a lot of work. So because I don't have the DPS to kill these mobs, the essential plan now is to let the boss do it for us. So he will come round and he'll up here, he'll cast his unholy requiem. and here kill them all for us. Why didn't you kill them all? Oh, that's not nice. Thank you. Then I'd either need enough coins or enough healers to get, or enough tanks that live to get this done. That would be the only other issue for me. Is there nothing in an aspect set with 100% main with Uridin? They're both really, really low. That's the bosses, bone collectors. They're the mobs coming round, and these are the cursed lackeys. They're the ones that he spawns up that come down. So that boss's ability is there. Sacrifices his own flesh to summon 10 cursed lackeys to join the battle. So that's when he loses his HP. He summons 10, and you get 5 in each lane. Just wondering, even if I can get past this, whether it's actually going to be, whether that DPS value is going to have a knock-on effect everywhere else anyway. Increases block by 2. $15. I don't think you're going to have enough time, because he does it relatively early on. He summons them to come down, but you're not getting that explosion till over 15 seconds later. Block 4, yeah. High block. Oh, high block. Going to be on the website and search that bugger then. That'll be in there. Wonder if that's the only person. Sorry, just jumped onto the website and having a quick search for high block, if that's how they've referred to it as. Oh, that's a shame. So if we could get you up to living, taking that damage, that would work. So you should be able to block a lane by yourself then. Oh, is he gaining damage from killing them as well? Let's have a quick check on that. That's a fair shout. Because previously he was gaining damage from the mobs that he summoned, or the mobs that come round on the right hand side. Right, so we're hoping you can survive by yourself. Aaron and one other, doesn't really matter which. Dealing massive damage to adjacent units. Doesn't mention that he's getting an attack buff through killing them. However, would not be the first time in the game. The plan is these two up here on the left shouldn't take any damage. Hopefully the boss will kill everything else down here for us, and then we'll see if he gets the buff up here as well. So, Unholy Requiem, you're going to kill them all for us, hopefully. No buff increase. That's nice. There's no damage increase there. That's a bonus. Yeah, on previous rounds, when you let these two, so if we survive long enough, we'll let these two come round at the top right. You'll see hopefully the buff going on him. So these two come round here on the right hand side. They were the ones last time that gave him, yeah, there you go. There's one attack buff there that's gone on. There's the second one, and it's these two up here that give him that buff. So we don't have to worry about that Requiem giving him the buff. It's those two around the right hand side. The last time we just covered him off with Wrath, healing himself up with that artifact. So I think that's going to be the way I'm going to run with it. Yeah, I might do. The final plan, I might well put her in as the main tank, but just sort of playing around with who can survive and who can do what, really. I think I'd probably build up. Who would I build up? Yeah. I think going that Lord skill, you're probably right, is going to help out. I don't have to worry about the shield on her. She's got her exclusive on, so that's a major help for her. See how that goes. Zilitude is okay up here, taking care of those mobs, hopefully. Might have to be a Wrath next time round. Really, Requiem will get rid of everything for us. Still exploding, that's annoying. Then we're down to that third wave and then he walks down. So I think in this lot, I would have to put down with the technique I'm running, which is more of a cheesy technique, let's be honest. I'd have to run in with a Volker, I think, to actually get that respawn time down. And I'm thinking maybe Celine as well from the arena. See if I can get enough coins coming round, although they're not a major issue at the moment. I'm sort of curious whether that would help out as well. We're not going to be using you, so who do we want instead? If in doubt, take a bomb at a nation. So if you've just tuned in recently, then then 19 and 20 are a lot easier. This is stage 21. On the bottom, there you go. There's the tiles. Can you see it all right? Right. Unholy Requiem. You should kill everyone and everything except for Baron, is what we're thinking. Wrath up there. Hopefully you can deal with these mobs. We've had a couple escape through this time. I'd better off instead of Volker with Captain Reeves there then. We live and learn. But Wrath is doing a good job up here. Hopefully he's quick enough to get rid of them before the next lot come round. He is. That's everyone dead there. That is so annoying. Oh, don't die, internet. Yeah, gone. Okay, mate. I might give it a whirl later. I'm going to probably call it after this one. I'm going to give it one more try. Right, you'll block everyone by yourself. You'll live through the first round. You do the block. You provide inspiration, which might come important later. Yeah, I do want to play around with Gluttony. Think he might be awesome. Cheers, Darren. I'll catch you later, matey. I'll do a guide on 19 and 20 after this. We'll start filming those up and get those out. I think 21 is going to be hard work for me, certainly with a count on my level. But if you pull Valder on at the weekend, then this could be awesome for you. He looks like he's brilliant for DPS in this down. Right, you need to kill them all. Oh, no. Getting no joy getting past that second pack. It's just taking that care of that pack at the bottom. That's the issue that we've got at the moment. Right, so if you've recently joined, I'm going to call it a day here shortly. So just a quick recap on everything. Okay, right, let's quit out of this. Go and have a quick look at the forge and the forge changes there if you've recently come on, so you can see what that's about now. Camp. So there's a new forge guy. You've got your Titan forge and your Wisdom forge. So there's the Titan parts in there. And then if you have a preview, you've got half of them. Say half. It's just under half of the exclusives there. And then you've got half the mythics there, which does give you more chance, I suppose, of getting things like your Wailing Skull. And then that's again the same for the Wisdom. You've got just over half here. There seems to be more for platform based for the exclusives, and then again you've got more chance to get your Tear of Twilight, Unforgotten Skull, that sort of thing. So that's an absolute bonus, and there's only a 2% chance, but it is a chance, isn't it? So I mean, one of you lot will have some luck. I will have none, so that's a given for me. But I'm going to get loads of legendary pieces, more than 70%. I'll be able to smash those odds without any issues whatsoever. So originally we had a 30% chance to get epics, 50% chance to get legendaries. Now there's a 70% chance to get legendaries, but you've got no epics to get. So it's a small improvement in our favour as players. Now, stages, how it's broken down. Don't know why I'm going that way to it. Right, so stages 19, that's the first one where you'll get your ground units from. That is much easier than 21. So that I think is doable with most people. We'll run a guide out there. We'll try and get mostly epics in there, and we'll strip back as much gear as we can to try and make it more accessible for as many people as possible. Stage, in fact, quick one while we're there. Let's go and have a look at. Here are some of the lineups. Oh, that's horrific. That's horrific. That looks much better, although we've got the Toreador in there. Bad. Yeah, loads of lords. Okay. Lord bonuses, Lord. Oh, we'll try and skip some of these heavy Lord bonuses as well when we do the guide. So that's that. And then 20, I really liked it. Really do like stage 20. I think this is fantastic. Morning Slap Bunny. No, I did not do 22. Can't even do 21. 19 and 20 were easily to do, but 22 no. So right, stage 20. If you get onto that, I'm a really big fan of stage 20. What I like about it most is obviously if you've got Ingrid, you've won. That's a given. But free champion, essentially a free champion. She's up there. She's really good in this. You'll see her on a lot of teams. Oh no, come on! Don't lose the internet. Don't lose the internet. And then Honora's there as well, and essentially another free champion. So you've got 2 free champions in there that do really well on this. I think that is fantastic. Recommended lineups. Yeah, so she's there again. Not there. She's there in that team. She's there in that. Both of them are there in that team. So this is why I essentially went for. I built up quite a little cultist lineup, and that seems to be a fantastic way ahead for it. For this, and yeah, really do like the fact that you can use essentially free legendaries. Ingrid, yeah, that wasn't hard work for you, was it? To come in through. Both the unnamed, they're doing really well in both of these as well, so they're doing fantastically well for you. Just bear in mind when you get to 20 or 21, I found this a lot harder. I don't have the DPS to cover off the same way as I do stage 19, so I'm looking at tanking it up and letting him explode through it. That's my take on stage 21, but I haven't managed to do it yet, and I haven't even got close to stage 22 yet. So that's me pretty much done there. Right, thank you very much for your time. Stage 22, some people have done it, a quick look through. There you go. Help yourself to press pause and if you want to have a look through those. Right, so that's me done, I think. I'm going to go down and I'll create the guides on stages 19 and 20 and see how we go from there. But thank you very much for your time, and I'll see you in a video again soon because I'll get those guides out today. Other than that, that's the update, and thanks very much. Cheers. Goodbye.